You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of big man. A dimension of podcast. You're moving into the land of both shadow and fear. Of things and greatness. You've just crossed over into the
Big Man Podcast.
Welcome, people. Welcome to the show.
If you've made it here, you have officially run out of ground on the internet, and you have reached the ever-stretching crevasse that is the end of the internet, and we are all that is left to you.
And if you don't think you're at the end of the internet, you're definitely at the end of YouTube.
I mean, if you're not at the end of the internet, if we're not at the end of the internet, you can damn well see it from where we are.
I mean, we're over here looking, and it's a steep fall. Actually, it's not a steep fall because we're at the bottom and the end of the internet.
Like I said, what we see is the darkness that they were talking about in The Lion King. We're right there at the edge. Like, we can step over there and touch it.
We live where the hyenas live, and you're not welcome.
We keep them at bay so you can troll around the internet and do whatever you do.
We got a good show for y'all today. We got a few topics to talk about.
I'm keeping my mouth very close to the microphone on this one.
He is. The last time we recorded this, and
well, I was just talking about for safety purposes in case someone tries to take the mic. My mouth is already literally almost on it. If I got any closer, I would be eating the microphone.
Right, and that's just for sound quality.
Of course.
Yeah, but y'all should see these grade A microphone stands we have. They are. What are these, Hunter? Are these yours?
Basically, what we've got here is just your typical setup.
Right.
I had microphones, but I was short stands, and I had two mason jars that I used to fill up with beer, and other type of alcoholic beverages that may or may not be illegal because they're not regulated or taxed.
We do not promote alcoholism, and if you have a problem, please go to your local AA meeting.
But what I did, speak for yourself, is I just took these microphones and I took my duct tape and I taped the microphones to the top of said mason jars.
I think they look great.
And that's basically our microphone setup now. And
I mean, I'm probably gonna take a picture of this and flash it across the screen there for a moment, just so they can really see the glory that are these microphones.
What? I mean, if they would just follow us on Twitter, we only have 2 followers. Or Facebook. We'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. If we could get somebody besides Booden's family or in-laws to follow us,
that'd be great.
That'd be wonderful.
Really, if you just,
I guess this is what we get for setting up such a poor location at the end of the internet.
Right.
We didn't. Even
we pitched our tent here, and
we didn't even set up at the top of the the Grand Canyon deal.
Right.
So, I was like, we really could have picked a better spot.
I gotta say, this spot is very shady. Oh my gosh, my dogs are just going crazy. We apologize for the unprofessionalism.
They're back.
The hyenas are back.
The hyenas are back. We got to go deal with these.
Simba must be here.
God dang hyenas.
If only Mufasa would come rolling through. They're making a live-action Lion King?
Yes, they did.
I'm very excited about it.
I hope they don't ruin it.
There's only one way they can ruin it, Hunter. And that's if they don't get every single voice actor that isn't Matthew Broderick back.
Who is Matthew Broderick?
Simba. They could change everything, and they could change one thing in the Lion King that's allowed. It's Simba. You got to get the voice actors that did.
I mean, all
Timon,
the Lion King
Pumbaa,
is an African version of Hamlet.
Right. What? It's just an animal version. Why has it got to be African?
Because it's in Africa. Lions don't live anywhere else but in Africa.
You're right. Why is it specifically? How do you know it's not a nature reserve out in Wyoming?
They don't have lions on a nature reserve in Wyoming.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Where's your fact? Where's
Look
your facts?
It up. Fact check me. Fact check me.
I'm sorry. I just did a lot of clicking on my keyboard, and you're wrong. There's actually a reserve that has an African setup in Wyoming.
This is what we're resorting to, people. Boone is the equivalent of the modern day SJW, where there's no fact, where I presented an idea and they just said, nope, let me just make some key buttons. Nope, I didn't find anything. You're wrong.
That's
and
racist.
There's absolutely no facts behind what he's saying at all.
Except when I do it out of ridiculousness.
Why does it have to be in Africa? I don't know, because lions only exist
They only
in
live
Africa.
there. What? Do you have another place they live?
I mean,
well, they might live in India. No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Tigers live there.
That is
and
wrong.
Tigers kill lions unless they're too busy banging them.
Yeah. Well, that only happens every so often.
It does. It creates a liger, which is not able to reproduce.
It's not, and that's very disappointing because
those things are massive. Those things are giant.
Oh, thing is, or what do you think's better, a lion or a tiger?
A tiger.
Tiger was the right answer.
It's like a tiger. Like, it's bigger. It can swim. It's faster.
And it just looks cooler.
And it will just eat you alive. It'll just creep through. It'll just creep through the bamboo jungle until your back is turned. It'll just scoop you up and eat you alive.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone here has eaten Frosted Flakes, and it's called Tony the Tiger, not Lenny the Lion. Lenny the Lion got demoted a long time ago.
Well, I know that.
Lenny the Lion sounds like the mascot for like the Kroger brand Frosted Flakes.
That sounds like a mascot that needs to be for the Special K cereal.
All right. Those 2 episodes or an episode ago. Let's not bring that back up. All right. We actually need to get to what we have to talk about today.
Oh, do we have topics planned out?
We have a couple topics.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was unprepared. I thought we were just going for this.
I mean, we kind of are.
All right.
But I don't even know how far into it we are. We're about 7 minutes into this.
Okay.
It's been rolling pretty well.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Topic for the day, or not the topic of the day, but stuff that's been happening. Bill O'Reilly got fired.
Yep, and just so everybody knows how much better he is than the rest of us.
He's better than all of us.
He is getting fired, and he is getting paid $25 million to get fired. Fox News is paying him $25 million to be fired.
Moment of silence for all of our wallets out there.
R.I.P.
Moment's over. It's a real disappointment to know that we will never be as good as Bill O'Reilly unless we get fired.
Never say never.
And make more than $25 million.
Never say never, Boone.
I provided what we have to do in order to be better than Bill O'Reilly. We either have to be worth more or get fired and get paid more than $25 million.
Crazier things have happened.
No, don't worry. He'll get another job somewhere. He was a leading cable network talk show. I don't know. I'm just spouting nonsense at this point. What else is going on? Oh, as of recording, it is 4:20. How does that make you feel, Hunter?
420 blazing, faggot.
Yeah, that's right. Neither one of us smoke, so this is just another day. It's just like,
I don't care.
Okay, whatever.
I asked the dude next to me in class what day it was because we had a test.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me and shook his head and smiled. And I'm like, what? I literally asked him. I literally looked at him and was like, what the hell is wrong with you? I asked him I was like, are you having a stroke? He's like, no, bro, it's 420. I was like, oh my God, it's that day again?
And all you did was smile at me?
It's that day again?
Hey, today commemorates the one day a year that Alex Jones smokes weed.
Supposedly to test its potency. Because George Soros
I was about to say, who does he blame?
Also making weed. He's paying protesters. George Soros is like a 90-year-old man who is just everywhere at once.
Well, that Alex Jones out here putting his body on the line for all of us. In between us, George Soros, and the rest of those leftist, evil, globalist scum.
I just see Alex Jones standing naked, yelling at the top of his lungs in his house. Is this all you have, George Soros?
Beating on his chest.
Is this it? I took super male vitality.
I don't use that fluoride-filled toothpaste you have.
Fluoride, I have my water filtered.
I go to the river every morning, like 5 miles, just to get a bucket of water out of the river. You think you can stop me?
Georgie. Oh, Georgie.
Oh, Alabama's back in the news.
Oh,
and by news, I mean the Twitter feed. # Roll Tide.
Oh, Jesus.
Not that I really care for Alabama, But what do you think they're in the news for if you were just guessing?
Something incredibly stupid.
Oh, well, it seems that they are in the news for their gymnastics. They are 6-time NCAA champions, 31-time NCAA regional champions, and 9-time Southeastern Conference champions.
I thought Oklahoma won the championship this year.
I guess they did, but, I'm just over here trying to figure out what's going on. For the 23rd time in 25 years of NCAA gym, Super 6, Alabama will be on the floor the last. Why is Alabama trending out of all the schools? Are you telling me that more people for Alabama's gymnastics have Twitters than any other popular school?
I don't know. Listen, all I know is LSU and Oklahoma were like the super teams.
Right.
And UCLA was in there just because they had 2 gold, Olympians. They had 2 gold medalists on their team.
Right.
And still, couldn't hold a candlestick to LSU or Oklahoma's team.
Right.
And I was going to say, those 2 teams came within hundredths of a point of each other.
Huh.
So.
Oh. I think today's the day that they released the NFL schedule.
Yes, it
is. Is it any good?
I don't know. I'm not that interested in it.
What does episode 4 look like of the NFL schedule?
Episode 4?
Episode 4. Are they not released in episodes?
No, they're released in weeks.
I
was like, episode 4? What are you talking about? It's not a reality TV show, Boone. Is it? Are they not?
Is that not how it works?
Are they not released in episodes?
I'm going to leave, guys.
Bye. He's like, I'm so embarrassed.
I had no idea. I don't know how to do the sports dunk and stuff.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You remember we had a guy at work that we worked with that used to say that all the time.
Because he wasn't. I don't know how to play. I don't know anything about the sports ball.
It was about the sports ball. I mean, he wasn't a very athletic person. So that's what he went with.
Yeah.
It worked for him. No. What else we got going on in the news today?
Well, what's going on in the world today?
Do you know any more of those lyrics?
Something, fighting.
Yeah. Sure.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think those are the lyrics to every song that no one really knows the lyrics about. I got enemies, gotta let That's how every song goes if you don't know the lyrics. Paris happened again.
This is like the 5th time.
I know it's at least the second.
I'm just wondering if people are going to keep changing their their Facebook profiles to the little French flag.
I saw someone not too long ago that had it, and it was before this happened. I guess they're still supporting it.
They still support France.
I support you, France. Or I'm sorry, Hunter.
I'll support France as long as they vote for Marine Le Pen.
I mean, tomorrow's vote day. Get out there and vote, you French bastards.
I don't know if anybody in France listens, but
Le Pen de vote. I think I said that right. I think my father knows French. He doesn't know French, but he took 2 years of French.
My grandfather's first language.
Oh yeah. He's Cajun.
Yeah.
He got that accent going.
He is his father would my grandfather be a first generation? No, my grandfather's a second generation immigrant because his dad came from France.
Okay. All right. Is that a second generation? All right. Oh, here kind of locally, there's a Tennessee Amber Alert. It's over now.
Got him.
Yeah, they got him. Tad Cummings is his name.
I see what you did there, Internet.
Oh, shame. For shame. But he was caught. That's always nice when something like that happens, unless it's a completely different situation of what your stereotypical Amber Alert goes to. There are some other situations besides a man stole his daughter or something. Remember, people, there are 2 sides to every story. No matter how horrible the story sounds, hear all sides.
The news will make it sound as bad as possible.
Yeah, they will, whether it was that bad or not, or if it was worse. They're going to tell you what you want to hear. Just do your own research. We all understand that you don't have an access to someone that was there at all the time, like Alex Jones.
Us at the end of the internet can see both sides to a lot of stuff.
We can.
Mostly because everything's going on right above us.
We can just kind of look up.
We just kind of like,
look at that.
Look up if we're not fighting off the hyenas.
Hunter, we don't fight them off. They're our friends. They're our pets.
Don't let the internet know that. We'll have to deal with neighbors.
That just reminded me. You know, people say The Lion King is racist.
How?
Because Whoopi Goldberg happens to play a hyena that the hyenas represent black people.
All the animals represent black people. It's in Africa, for God's sakes. They're all black. Do they not understand this?
The problem with that is someone had to, in order for someone to make that statement and like believe it, they have to believe in stereotypes. They do. Like
the Lion King, every character in the Lion King should realistically be black.
I mean, if they were based on real. I mean, if you want to get technical over here, it's based on the play Hamlet. So
they should all be white.
They would, and in Europe, not Africa. It's a children's movie. People get over it. There's not a hidden message in everything. Most things, but not everything.
There is a hidden message in George Soros' weed, though.
There is. Just ask that Alex Jones.
Ask Alex Jones.
Now, what else we got going on? Old Kid Rock and Ted Nugent. Oh, and Sarah Palin went to the White House.
Wow. I'm sure Sarah Palin had to go to be like, hey, we got buzzed by the Russians twice this week. What are we... Yeah,
what's the game plan, big man?
Well, we kind of need to talk about this, bro. It's got to get old D. Trump be like, well, what are we doing here, bro? That's why the Don hadn't been on with us recently.
Right.
He's been very busy with world affairs like...
And we understand.
North Korea and Russia.
Right.
And tomahawking Syria.
Yeah, North Korea said they're going to nuke us again.
Good luck.
Today, like on 420, blazing.
420. I was like, just hope they nuke our weed stash.
Just Colorado as a whole. Just go with the whole state of Colorado. Really, just stay away from here.
It'll put so much stuff in the atmosphere, the world will be high for years.
And there will be no more wars for a while because everybody will just be chill.
Well, the problem is we'll run out of food at some point because nobody will want.
Everybody will have the munchies.
Yeah, everyone.
That could be a problem.
And then even the poor people, even the people who already don't have any food, will be even hungrier.
Is this how North Korea is going to take down the world, Hunter? They're going to bomb or nuke the state of Colorado, get the whole world high except for them because they've been secretly feeding their citizens and government employees for years food that has the strongest strains of marijuana. And
is that true, or are you just saying that?
I'm coming up with a fake scenario.
Okay, well, North Korea has a giant tunnel system under their country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they hiding there?
They've been preparing for nuclear war for a long time.
Huh. I blame China. Just like everyone else. You can link just about anything to China.
They've been preparing for this war for a lot longer than we have. And they've been preparing to get boned. We have not.
What are you talking about, Hunter? They come over here, or no one's going to attack over here. There are way too many guns. Not that the government hasn't tried to get rid of them. So, and that's what keeps America safe and great. Guns. I feel like we should mention just a quick mention. We're not going to talk about it in detail because it's sad and everything. Aaron Hernandez was killed or
he hung himself.
Committed suicide. There's an investigation.
R.I.P. bro.
I mean, he did it. He did whatever he did, and I just feel bad for his daughter. She lost her dad today, and hope that family's doing well.
I'm very sad. He had a lot of talent.
He did,
and he was a key cog on my fantasy team.
Oh wow!
But it's been a couple of years, so my team's kind of moved past that and recovered. But
I'm glad your team moved past that and recovered, Hunter. Otherwise, I'd say you were the worst fantasy owner since the guy in my other league that drafts all Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, like it hurt, when he went to jail, but sometimes you just got to move on to players like Tony Gonzalez and who retired, and then you have to move on even further.
To the Gronkmeister. Gronk.
I would never draft Gronk because he always gets injured.
I mean, I'm going to take him, but that's simply because I love the Gronk machine.
Don't get me wrong, I love the Gronk machine.
It's hard not to.
I love it when he interrupts Sean Spicer from the White House presser and says, "You need some help, bro? You need some help?" He's like, "No, I got it."
Yeah, they went to the White House yesterday. Is that? And he fist bumped with Trump, and he said, "Make America Great Again." Yeah, he's. I assume he's a supporter of Trump, but
I don't think Gronk cares. I think Gronk.
I really don't think he cares. But
it's just a party animal.
But the thing is, don't you want the president to Shouldn't everyone want the president to do well?
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
I think Gronk just wants Trump to liberate North Korea so we can go to North Korea
and party.
Yeah, basically
take his yacht.
Take his yacht
with all those college students. I'm sorry, college females.
Listen, he doesn't need college females anymore. Let's be honest. There would be supermodels, world models, porn stars. He would just bring what was best about the world to North Korea in one fell swoop.
I don't think those things you just listed are the best things about the world.
To Gronk, they might be. Are there other things on the boat besides what I mentioned?
Are you telling me there's the cure for cancer on that boat?
Probably.
Yeah, it's out there.
Magic Johnson's got the cure for AIDS.
He does. Yeah, South Park told us all how it works. You just got to inject $50,000 in cash, liquefied into your bloodstream.
Put it into yourself.
Oh, wow. We're running out of time here. We got about 50 seconds that we need to wrap this up.
Well, let's be honest. We're not running out of time. They're running out of time.
They are running out of time.
Because here at the end of the internet, we don't have a concept of time.
We have nothing but time.
It's always just now.
It really is.
And when you're at the bottom of the barrel like we are, you really just don't run out of anything.
Like you're down there.
You're just down
there. The thing is, people are going to keep on falling off, and the man who's going into that pickle barrel, taking a pickle out every single time. We're at the bottom. We're the pickles at the bottom. That represents the people. He just takes one and another. Eventually, he'll get down at the bottom. Guess who's there waiting? Big Man Podcast.
Eventually, people are just going to keep falling off the edge of the internet. And the hyenas are going to get them, and we're just going to be here.
We're just watching
till the very end, watching the hyenas get the people at the end of the internet.
Occasionally, we push people off.
I don't know. We hadn't pushed anybody yet.
And you didn't see me do it the other day. It was another podcast. I just pushed him off the cliff. It was gruesome. It had to be done.
Well, that was Boone Frederick, and I'm Hunter Ivy. We hope you have a wonderful day.
Have a great day.
Follow us on Twitter @BigManPodcast.